This is Matchday Run Order, brought to you by Techno Mobile. I'm Jason Dacey. We're at Kolkata at Eden Gardens, the big match between Kolkata Knight Riders and Chennai Super Kings as Dinesh Karthik takes on MS Dhoni in match 33 of the T20 2018, the IPL. And we've got two big guests here in the studio to talk this one up. Deep Dasgupta and also Sean Tate as well. So Deep, it's in your hometown of Kolkata. What can we expect from this match? It's a first against fourth, so we're going to see some fireworks.
We should because the pitch is good. It's got good bounce, good carry, so there should be a lot of runs scored there. But there's also a lot of help for the faster bowlers as well. So it'll be interesting, but I'm looking forward to a high-scoring game.
And both teams coming off victories, Sean, so they'll be pretty confident about getting a victory here.
Both good teams, successful franchises, so it's two of the big guys. We saw last night two of the guys towards the bottom of the table. Still a great game, but it's nice to get two juggernauts playing against each other here.
All right, let's have a look at the points table with Chennai riding high in first position. They've won 6 and lost 2 on 12 points, equal with Hyderabad. Kolkata have won 4, lost 4. They're in fourth spot, so this is a real chance for them to consolidate at Eden Gardens. When we look at what they can offer, and, they lost the reverse match, of course, against Chennai, so a big chance for them to right things today.
Absolutely, yes. But again, having said that, it's again going to be dependent on how well both the teams bat. If you look at the bowling side, KKR with a little spin heavy, that doesn't really help a lot on that Eden pitch. Same with CSK as well. I mean, they're also kind of medium pace and spinner oriented. So I think bottom line is going to be who's going to bat well in this game.
Well, the toss has just been held. The big news is that Kolkata have won the toss and they will field. So Sean, what's the thinking there about chasing?
Well, I think Deep was saying, that this wicket nowadays at Eden is a little different to what it has been, and it does go through a little bit. Good carry. If you're going to get something out of it, I know it's cliche, something out of the wicket, it might be in that first few overs of the first innings. So that's not a bad decision. Get the quicks running in, get them through. It's going to be interesting to see where they bowl Narayan.
Exactly, yeah, we're going to talk more about that. But let's look at the Chennai lineup. They're unchanged. The Dad's Army, I guess, of this, the oldest team, Deep. But they're on a roll. Why change a winning formula?
Absolutely, and MS Dhoni doesn't like changing his team too often, and I'm not surprised to see an unchanged side there. And talking about age, again, I've mentioned this before, I think this format is not about age, it's not a young man's format, it's a fit man's format. And most of them looked really fit, both physically and mentally. And as you mentioned, they're on a roll, and they want to kind of seal that knockout place as soon as possible. There's a good opportunity here.
Yeah, how many more wins do you think they need to get that knockout position guaranteed, Sean?
Well, I mean, how many games left is there now? Probably need another 3 wins.
To be sure of it, yeah.
To be
16.
Sure. Well, to be honest, they probably need less than that.
Yeah,
that'll be okay.
8 wins. I think 8 wins should be all right.
Okay. All right, let's have a look at the Kolkata side. Just one change for them as they face up to Chennai on their home ground. We can see Rinku Singh coming in to replace Nikesh Rana.
Yeah, because he got injured. Unfortunately, got injured, was retired, hurt last game. And obviously he hasn't recovered, so that's a big blow for Kolkata, because how I see it, Robin Uthappa and Nitish Rana are kind of the heartbeat of this side. While they depend a lot on Narayan, Chris Lynn, and down the order you have Andre Russell to get those massive boundaries and sixes, but it's predominantly was Robin Uthappa and Nitish Rana. But Rinku Singh, listen, I've seen a bit of him. He comes from a smallish place in UP. He's a good clean hitter. He's a small guy, small in height and even built, but he can hit a long ball. And I hope he does that today.
Well, Dinesh Karthik has come out and said he wants to captain in his own way. And what kind of captaincy do you think he's given in this IPL in 2018?
Well, I mean, I saw the comments. He wants to win in his own way, the Dinesh Karthik way. I'm not sure what that way is.
Yeah,
but,
it's a bit ambiguous, wasn't it?
He's enjoying his captaincy, obviously.
Yeah.
He's taken it on. He's not shying away from that in any way. And he looks like he knows what he's doing out there, directing traffic so far this tournament. So, good on him. Good on him. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get more from Aisha Acton from the Selfie in Turn video, and she's been out and about getting some reactions from Kolkata.
That's right, it's time for ESPN Quick Info, the internship. Now today, our intern is in Kolkata, and I'm sure you'll be just as surprised that I am at the location he stumbled upon in the heart of Kolkata. Let's see what he's got for us.
Away from the hustle and bustle of the Eden Gardens during IPL, today I am on the other side of the Ganges. I am at the Oval. Like the capital of England, the City of Joy also has two cricket grounds named the Oval and the Lords, and both are situated inside the campus of Indian Institute of Science and Technology in Sibpur, Howrah. These two grounds are even older than the Eden Gardens. So I have been joined by Swapnil Roy, who is the captain of the university team.
The first memory that I have in this ground is playing as a first year student when I came to college. When I started playing cricket here, the unity and just the college spirit that the ground invokes in each and every one of us who play here, it's something very special and which just made me good.
Who would have known? We have our very own version of Oval and Lords right here in India. That's all from ESPN Quick Info, the internship.
Thank you very much to Isha. And this is how you can intern with us. Fan video contest on Matchday Runorder. Shoot a T20 related video in your city on your mobile phone. WhatsApp the video to us at 916-782-5072. Selected videos will feature on this program, and the cast will select a winner at the end of the day, and the winner will get a chance to intern with the ESPN Quick Info video team. And I saw when that item was played out, Deep had a bit of a tear in his eye because it's your hometown. And, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware they had something like an Oval and a Lords there. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've been to Kolkata a few times, and I'm sure you have as well, Sean. And it's just so distinctive, isn't it? You can't compare it to any other city in India.
Well, the funny thing is, I've had this chat with Deep before. It's probably the one city, for some reason, I actually haven't had a decent look at. I've been on the river, on a boat on the river. That's probably one thing I've done which is good there.
Yep.
On a river, we had a party on the river. But yeah, I need to get around there a bit more and have a look.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking football with Deep because we know that football is big there in Kolkata. But let's have a look now at the smart stats, the smart strike rate. This is something that ESPN Quick Info has come up with. The two factors considered here are the match strike rate, excluding the batsman's numbers in the game, and the strike rate at the other end while the batsman was at the crease. So that can be about how dominant that player is in a partnership. I think we have some more information on this as well. We'll tell you about that in a moment. But it's quite important, isn't it? You know, when you're in that partnership, you're dominating, whether it's at the start, whether it's the middle order or the death overs.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's a good way of finding out exactly how important that knock was. I mean, because it gives a little more context to the runs that you make. Because it's fair to say, okay, he's got his normal strike rate is this much, but what was the context of that run that you scored, or the strike rate that you got in respect of the team, in respect of your partner, the game situation? So I think this makes a lot of sense.
All right, let's have a look at this CSK's killers across phases, and you can see Raidu, Shane Watson and MS Dhoni. This is something to watch out for, but look at, we can see this is obviously the smart strike rate, Sean, but look, it's interesting to comparison. Look at Shane Watson at 307.75 in the middle overs, and of course we all know about MS Dhoni at the death.
Well, it just shows that Watson's having a good tournament because he's actually an opening batsman. So if he's getting those numbers for the middle, he's hanging around for a while, But I think as an opposing captain, these would be good numbers to know.
Yeah.
Because who do we bowl to Shane Watson through the middle overs? And certainly MS Dhoni, let's get this right at the death to him.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some of the Chennai guns who have been scoring a lot of runs. We've got Raidu, Watson and MS Dhoni as we have a look at the power hitters before that. We can see Chennai and Kolkata are right up there, Deep. Not much between them.
True, but the one team which separates these two are Delhi, and they are right at the bottom. And the reason is that Chennai and Kolkata, they know how to rotate the strike between those boundaries, and Delhi doesn't. So the key here is not, and that's what I keep talking about T20 cricket. It's not about boundaries only. It's about singles and doubles as well. And Chennai's right up there, not just because they've got boundary per ball of 4.8 and they've hit the most number of fours and sixes, but also the fact that they run between wickets really, really well. So I think that's a huge thing. And
we see 86 sixes from Chennai, and a lot of them have been scored by MS Dhoni, Sean, who just seems to be like a fine wine. He gets better.
Well,
and
that's
better.
why, I mean, Deep's point's good about understanding how to go about it at certain times, running between wickets. And these two teams have both got experienced players. A lot of guys have been around for a long time, and that's just, that's part of it. Understanding the game, not just slogging every ball at the park, but also rotating the strikes. So the experience is helping both these teams.
You know, and he was an ex-wicketkeeper, you know, the MS Dhoni and what he can do as we look at his
yeah, absolutely. And he's kind of redefined himself. I mean, because obviously there was a phase in between where he wasn't getting those big runs, but I think he's got back into his rhythm. And look at his strike rate in this tournament, 169, 170. And he's scoring runs. It's not just he's getting those 20s and 30s quick fires, but he's
and look at
actually
that average.
getting 50s.
With that strike rate and the average, Sean, is incredible, isn't it?
So how I look at it is if you look at the sum of average and the strike rate, if it's around 160, he's doing really well.
Yeah.
But that strike rate of 170 and 70, it's like 240. That just tells you how good his tournament has been so far.
All right, what about the battle between Sunil Narine and also MS Dhoni today? How do you see that panning out? Because he has had the wood on him at a certain extent.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, usually you go, okay, as a skipper, maybe I'm not going to worry too much and look into too many things. But in this situation, you actually have to, because MS is such an important player to get rid of, basically.
Look at that, 0 boundaries. Can you believe that?
Well, I think, you know, and it wouldn't surprise us, I don't think, tonight if we see Narine coming on as soon as MS is out there.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah.
I think Sean also made a very important point initially in this program is it also depends on Dinesh Karthik when he brings Sunil Narine on. Is he going to look at those numbers and say, listen, I'm going to hold on to him for a while till MS Dhoni comes on to bat, or does he bowl him before that? And mind you, he's not in the same form, Sunil Narine.
Yeah.
I mean, MS Dhoni is such a confident guy. We've seen that what he's done across all forms of cricket, Sean. But would that be in the back of his mind, you think, now about?
I don't think he's a warrior, MS. He sort of just goes with the flow. He's a natural player, and I think a natural thinker. So someone like him, okay, he probably knows. But I don't think he's going to worry too much about that.
We can see every batsman has his kryptonite, doesn't it?
True.
Even Sachin, look at that. Kumar, 38 runs, a strike rate of only 67.86 and 2 wickets.
And you know what? This thing about the great players are, they know exactly who to attack and who not to. If you look at Dhoni or Tendulkar or Gale or whoever you want to see, I mean, the top players, they will exactly know, listen, you know what, I'm not going to take chances against him. I'm going to find my bowler, I'm going to go after them. So it kind of balances out, and that kind of increases their consistency as well.
Yeah, even Sunil Narine hasn't had the best form in the last 4 matches, Sean, compared to the way he started IPL 2018. So we compare the first 4 to the last 4. Have a look at that. The average is 144 of the last 4 matches compared to 11.7. That's quite a difference in the economy rate, man. It's terrible.
Well, it is. I mean, yeah, it's you go through a long tournament and you can have, you go up and down a fair bit. But that's right. Yeah, even those matches consecutively, recent times, he hasn't had a great time of it. But he'll know that, and he's certainly going to be, trying to be at his best tonight. So. Maybe that is another reason why they should bowl him at Dhoni, because that success, get his confidence up, all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge match, really, for his team, and he's got that big match up with MS Dhoni coming up.
True. Now the thing with Dinesh Karthik that he has to really look after is how does he bowl his 3 frontline bowlers, 3 spinners. He's going to get 12 overs out of them. That would mean he'll have to bowl spinners in the first 6 and maybe an over in the last 5 as well. So that's going to be very interesting how he manages those 3 spinners.
All right, let's get more on the City of Joy, Kolkata. Deep's home town. Rochelle Rao went around to find out about some great things across Kolkata, including some sweets.
Mishti.
Hi Priyanka, thank you so much for having me. This place looks amazing. So you must be having the who's who of Kolkata in here every day. But I'm sure everyone wants to know if you have any of the cricketers come in here.
Recently, Ravi Shastri came to this outlet.
Yeah?
And then we keep on receiving orders from our Shaurav Dada, our favorite.
Okay, I'm sure everybody wants to know what his favorite is.
He likes the mango dohi.
The mango dohi, is it? Okay, so I'll have to probably try some of that.
And even I'm very proud to say that Sachin Tendulkar keeps on giving orders.
Wow.
Whenever he is in town, he'll personally call us and wants to pack sweets, which he'll carry back home. Even his wife calls us and gives the orders.
That's cool. So which one is Sachin's favorite?
His favorite is mango souffle.
It's time for me to start trying some yummy sweets.
This is mango souffle. This is Sachin's favorite.
Good choice, Sachin. It's yum.
Some great taste there at Balaram's in Kolkata. I've got to ask Deep what his favourite is, seeing that's your hometown. I'm sure you've been there many times.
I have actually. It's the owner is one of my friends, but I actually avoid going there because then there's so much to choose from. Exactly. Yeah, you're not playing anymore, so you can't burn it off anymore.
What about you, Sean? Are you into Indian sweets? Has your wife got you into
I've
it?
certainly had plenty. My mother-in-law certainly brings them around, but again, I'm not playing anymore, so you're trying to burn it off. So I don't think Sachin. That was a different person pretending to be Sachin ordering that stuff too. It wasn't actually him.
And we heard Dada's favourite. Have you been there with Dada?
Not to that shop
Okay,
with Dada,
okay.
but yeah, I mean, those stuff that they were showing are brilliant. Oh, the chocolate ones are good as well.
All right, let's give you a poll question ahead of this match at Eden Gardens in the City of Joy, Kolkata. Who do you think will win the match? Will it be Kolkata or Chennai? And you need to vote with a emoji. You've got the heart or the wow. You can do this on Facebook, YouTube. Go on and do this and let us know who's going to win this exciting match as the fourth place team faces the first place team. Let's see what the guys think about how this match is going to unfold. As we look first at the head-to-head battles between the two, and as we mentioned, it was Chennai who won this first game. That was earlier in 2018, and overall, Deep, they're looking pretty good, Chennai, when it comes to Kolkata matches.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised actually because Chennai's home was Chepauk, Chennai, where the ball turned as well, and KKR always had good spinners in their ranks. So I'm really surprised to see the disparity there. I mean, 11 and 6, that's big.
How much do you think past records will affect this kind of match as we get towards the business end of the tournament?
That's a hard one. Sometimes it can have a little bit of a lingering thought, like a franchise can talk about a team that's, they have the wood over them or a bit of a rivalry. And then, again, when you change your players so often in the IPL at times, you can sort of scrap that and get on with it. So I actually don't know. But this is a tough one to pick, I reckon. This is a really tough one.
Well, Andre Russell's going to be a key man for Kolkata as they face up to Chennai, as we look at his values and what he can bring to the table, Deep.
Oh, he's priceless, to be honest, and not surprised that he was retained by KKR because he can bowl you 4 overs, and especially the tough ones, the first 6 and the death. Obviously, with a bat, he's a match winner. With the field as well. I mean, on the field, he's a live wire. So, and you have these people on the field. They can actually inspire the whole side. When team's down or something, you have these guys who can kind of lift the whole morale of the team on their own.
And 200's his strike rate in 2018, Sean. So that is pretty tasty.
Yeah, well, he's arguably the most valuable player in the competition, really. I mean, when he's on, I think their key throughout the tournament, if they make it into the finals, is keeping him fit on the park, injury-free. That's probably the only battle they've got with Andre. So hopefully they can keep him out there. Yeah.
What about Chennai spinners? What role do they have to try and keep Andre Russell quiet at Eden Gardens?
Oh, that's going to be interesting because I know we saw those. I mean, the numbers aren't that great as far as Russell is concerned against the spinners, but I've seen him hit some really long balls against spinners. I mean, those numbers, I don't know. I mean, just 104 strike rate against spin. It just tells you again that the teams have not really picked this up. If you see the number of innings, just 3 innings where he's actually played spin and 7, he's played against pace. So he hasn't really played a lot of overs from the spinners. So I don't know, maybe Chennai Super Kings would be looking at those numbers and
it takes almost 2 overs to hit a boundary against spinners. I mean, is it a generalisation to say that Caribbean players don't play spin as well as fast bowlers?
Well, I mean, that was not a generalisation. It's facts at times. I mean, it's like a lot of the foreign players coming to India have struggled. I mean, not all of them. Some of them have done really well, but it's definitely in the back of their minds. Australian players, the same thing. In recent times, we've struggled with the spin stuff as well. So it's definitely and Chennai have got the cattle. They've got the bowlers that they can bring onto Andre when it comes into. So it'd be very interesting again, like the Narayan Dhoni thing. What they're going to do when Russell comes in the back.
Robert Uttapur has been getting starts for Kolkata, but not really going on with the job, Deep. Do you think this is something that they should be concerned about, and can he do it tonight?
Not really, because he's looked good. So how I see it is either a batsman is out of form or out of runs. So what we've seen is he hasn't got those big runs, but he's looked good for his 20s and 30s. So he's in form. So I won't be too worried about him getting runs. See, last game, what I thought was Chris Lynn was playing a different role. He was the anchor, and then everyone around him had to play those shots to make sure they win. So, and that's what Robin was doing. So it'll be interesting to see what role is Chris Lynn playing today. Is he still going to play the same sheet anchor role, and then everyone rotates around him, or it's going to be Robin doing that job and everyone else rotate around him?
What about Dwayne Bravo, a player with a big reputation? He's got a lot of success in the past, but hasn't really been on fire in IPL 2018.
Yeah, I mean, he had a really good game at the start of the tournament, where he smacked a few, and he's a good bowler as well. That's the thing. You always want him in your side because of the experience, and he can win games by himself as well. So he's going to be playing against a couple of his buddies as well, Andre Russell and Ryan and these guys. So it'll be a bit of fun for those guys. But yeah, he's an important cog in their team.
And Robin Jadeja, what about his form for Chennai? Hasn't really found his niche. He's not batting and bowling, you know.
Yeah, he hasn't bowled his quota of 4 overs in most of the games. He's batted. He's been a floater in terms of batting. Again, it's very good of Dhoni how he's handled Jadeja and the spinners. So every time there's a leg spinner bowling or something, or he thinks that leg spinner has to bowl now, he'll get in Jadeja to come and bat in the middle overs. So I think he's smartly used Jadeja as a floater there. But as you rightly mentioned, I don't think Jadeja has still found his footing in this IPL as yet.
So Chennai batting first there at Eden Gardens. Sean, what would be a good score for them to post here to be safe and think they've got a decent chance?
Yeah, I've got a feeling this is going to be a reasonably high-scoring game. I think on this wicket, I think a 190 type of score maybe. It's going to be a decent sort of par total.
What about you, Deep?
Yeah, I would go with that. I would go with 180, 190. It was raining a while ago, so I don't know. I mean, even though the whole ground is covered, I don't know if there'll be any moisture around the boundary area, the ball getting wet. I don't know, but
Things have changed a lot, haven't they, in Gardens? Because I think you were saying off camera that it used to be a bit of a nightmare when it rained, and if it rained for half an hour, the whole match could be off.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Saurav, he's the president now. He's done a fantastic job, sorting that issue out. So yeah, I'll go with 180, 190. Yeah, that'll be a good score.
All right, really looking forward to this match about to start just a few minutes away. Let's go to the social dugout, get some reaction across India about this game in the IPL 2018 with Isha Acton.
Last night's game gave us a glimpse into the future of Indian cricket. Let's take a look at it here on the social dugout with me, Isha Acton. Even though rain was a bit of a dampener at Delhi, Indian cricket's future seems bright and sunny. I mean, Prithvi Shaw, Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant were the heroes for Delhi Daredevils, and the rest of India has started to believe they could be the future big three. People enjoyed those raining 4s and 6s, but not the actual rain. The only people who weren't complaining were the ones running these food stores at the Feroz Shah Kotla. Now, it's been a few matches since I found something cute on social media. Today, I stumbled upon a whole bucket of cute. Robin Uthappa's son, Neil, has his very own Instagram page. I mean, he's got over 8,000 followers and is following just 3 people. Mum, Dad, and Irfan Pathan's son, Imran. How adorable. Right, time for me to go look at some baby pictures.
Thank you very much, Deesh. Good to see Irfan Pathan there. I haven't seen him for a long time. All right, let's go to the poll results for this match. It's just about to start there in Kolkata. You might be surprised that 75% are voting for Kolkata to win this compared to 25% for Chennai. Chennai top of the table, Kolkata with 4 wins and 4 losses. So, Deep, your fellow Bengalis have been out in force, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like. I mean, I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. It's not going to be 75-25, but I'd still say KKR has the upper hand, especially winning the toss and chasing down. I think they have the upper hand. Sure.
I agree.
You tell us why.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, it is a tough one to pick, but I just think at home, and I like Kolkata. They're a good team, and I'd go with them as well.
All right. Well, KKR Cricket 2018 is the official game of Kolkata Knight Riders. This is a game you want to have and support your team up while you play with them on your smartphone. Introducing the all-new cricket playing experience by India Games Limited. Play in quick match tournament mode with your very own squad. But hold on as we bring to you the best part of the game, live match scenario where you can relive the match as it's played out over by over every KKR match this season. So go and smash those 4s and 6s with high definition 3D graphics and bring out the Knight Rider in your KKR Cricket 2018. Download the game from Google Play Store now. And another thing to tell you about, it's the Tata one-hand fan catch. You can win a lot of money if Tata Nexon, let's have a look at that. It's 1 million rupees. So something to watch out for, a one-handed catch. You ever taken a one-handed catch in the crowd?
In the crowd,
You're
no.
a keeper.
Not in the crowd.
I haven't taken one on the ground, let alone the crowd.
Love the honesty that's
Lucky in two
coming
hands,
out.
that was enough to juggle with me.
All right, final predictions. You've had a look at, you've seen the pitch there and the conditions still the same?
Yeah, I think so, but I would still be going with 180 as Sean mentioned. So 180, 190 with something batting first you would want to. Par would be say around 170, 75, but you want to score that 10, 15 runs extra.
But it's an advantage to chase, isn't it? For
Oh yes, definitely yes.
Okay.
My predictions have been horrendous the whole time. Honestly, I'm just going to throw darts scores out there now. But yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a reasonably high scoring game, I would have thought. And against this Chennai team, with Dhoni and these guys coming in, you're going to need a reasonable total, aren't you? So, I'm going to, sorry, Chennai batting first. But no, I think either way, there's going to be a decently high scoring game, good wicket. But I'm still going to go with Kolkata. I think they're going to, at home, I think they're really likely.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Deep. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at half time. Do follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, ESPN Cricket Info.